Sat Sri Akal, Giano, welcome to this presentation. My name is Vikas Gupta. I'm a strategic designer at Variant in Trondheim office. And today in this talk, we are going to explore 7 powers in product design. Let me start with a question. Have you ever wondered why some fantastic apps become unbeatable while some others became a fail? Sorry. It's not about the pretty interface or beautiful user experience. The secret often relies in strategy. In business terms, it means that we are going to make Sorry, I'm so nervous. Sorry. In business terms, it is called creating a sustainable competitive advantage. There is a fantastic framework called the 7 Powers by Hamilton Helmer. And he's giving us 7 ways to build this competitive advantage. And as a designer, we are thinking strategies, competitive advantage. Why are we going to do this? Because design and strategy are connected with each other. Our design decisions and choices enables and reinforces our strategies and how the business can reach their strategic goals. But before I go further, I will just show you what the 7 powers are, and I will explain this in depth with examples. But here they are: scale economics, network economies, counter-positioning, switching cost, branding, and cornered resources, at least process power. You might be wondering, where does this fit in product design? And why should I, designer, care about business strategy? Well, think of it. As I mentioned earlier, most gorgeous app can flop if it doesn't offer something that competitors can easily copy. By knowing the business strategic long-term goals, we can design the right thing, not just designing the thing right. And also, it gives us a language that we can speak with the executives and the leaderships to communicate with them. Imagine you're going to a big meeting and you can say, okay, this strategic decision will help us to increase the switching costs, and this supports our strategies. How good isn't that if you get a thumbs up from the leader? Okay, we are going to do this, and then you have this great feeling that I achieved something with my design choices. Now we are going to explore the 7 powers. The 7 powers in depth with examples and how they will be viewed from a design angle. The first one we have is scale economies. Being able to operate means that being able to operate cheaper per unit as you grow larger. Sorry. I have a great example here is Netflix. Sorry. This slide shows that Netflix have a huge scale economies, a huge cost advantage. They have around 3 million users compared to a smaller competitive Apple TV, who has $75 million. Imagine if They both are going to make a $100 million original of content. On the left side, you can see that the cost per unit for Netflix is around 33 cents compared to Apple TV, who has $1.32, and that's a huge cost advantage. Meaning that Netflix can make more and more originals and keep still it cheap. And how does this if you're going to see this from a design angle, it means that we have to we can create a design system that helps the team, the development team, to speed up the product, so to speed up the development as the product scales. We can make sure that the app handles millions of users. Now we're going to the next one, network economies, meaning that the product becomes more valuable as the more user uses it. Everyone here is probably on Facebook. Why are we on Facebook? Because everyone else is on Facebook. It gives value to us. Sorry. My computer is still working. Just saying. This one. Okay. A beautiful color. Yeah. Yes. A great example of network economies is Facebook. As you can see here, you have on the right side an example of a new Facebook user who has one connection, one friend, is more likely to leave Facebook compared to the right one who has almost 28 connections, 7 friends and 28 connections. Facebook famously found out that if you get 7 friends within 10 days, you are more likely to stay. Why? Because your feed, you're going to interact with them. You're getting more feed. You can interact. You see your feed comes alive. You can connect with them, and it gives you value. It gives you value with their relations. Compared to the other side, to the one Facebook who has, to the right one who has one Facebook friend, is going to leave pretty soon if he doesn't get more friends. From a design view, how does this help us? Well, we are really good at designing for making features like comments, sharing, invite friends. We can have onboarding flows that make sure that you invite your friends. Now, let's go to the next one, counter positioning. I think this is one of the most cool powers in this framework. It means that adapting a new business model that the big existing firms can't copy without hurting themselves. And in the last few years, we have seen many try to come up with new business model to take the big guys, but somebody fails, somebody succeeds, and I'm going to explain why. This is a very great example, Netflix. In early 2000, Netflix came with a new model, DVD by mail subscriptions. No fees, a whole new approach, and you have on the right one the big guy, Blockbuster, who earns money by late fees and store rentals. And what's interesting is that they had a yearly income of $800 million. And there you have the new guy and trying to beat this. Blockbuster believed in so much in their old approach and their business model that they forgot to see the Netflix. They tried, they stayed and hesitated, and when they finally understood that we also should go to by doing DVD by mail, it was too late. Because if they had to change their approach or the business model, they will lose their late fees and store rentals, and that's not good. And that meaning that they are hurting themselves to get the benefit. From a design angle, means that we designers get this cool opportunity to make cool new designs, new ways to support the business model. But we have to be the design should be should strive for simplicity and clarity to make sure that the new user understand what the new business model is and the new app or product. Going to the next one, switching costs. Switching costs means making it painful for your customers to switch away from you. A great example here is the smartphone ecosystems. Who has an iPhone here? Have you ever wanted to switch to Android? I don't think so. I know. I'll tell you why. Because you have iMessage, you have purchase apps, you have a photo library probably connected to iCloud. You're being locked in by Apple. And if you're going to switch to Android, it means that you have to give up iMessage, repurchase the apps, and learn a new OS. It takes you a big time to switch. And I have modeled it up how it will look like. Here you see two products, current product and a new product. Using iPhone, you have this event, not iPhone, but random product, current product, that you have these benefits and you have a cost. And then there comes this new guy who has a new product with a huge benefits, a good benefit, and the product cost is low, but the switching cost is high. It doesn't give you the benefit of moving to a new product because of the switching cost. It could be time, it could be the effort, it could be moving your data from current product to a new product. So how is this from a design perspective? We designers, we don't want to use dark patterns in our design. It means that we should design for investments and build habits using gamifications and using gamification or personalization. We want the users to use our product, not to lock them in. Next one, branding. Branding means having a brand so strong that the customer prefers you even if there are similar products out there. I have a great example here. Think you have this white t-shirt on the left side with Holzweiler logo, who costs $90. And then on the left side, you have this no-name, same t-shirt, completely same quality, with no logo, costs $5. Some people are happy to pay $85 more for the Holzweiler logo, even though logo, and that is brand power. It's not that the Holzweiler logo will cover your body 80 times better objectively, but maybe it's because of the value it gives to the users, like style, status, and quality. We designers, we know branding. We know that we craft the brand through visual identity, tone of voice, and user experience. Consistency is the key here. Consistency, quality, looks, and feel. Brand is not a logo, it's the sum of experiences. The next one is cornered resources. Cornered resources is having exclusive access to something valuable that others can't get it. It could be a patent, it could be a special license, a unique algorithm, a super talented team, or even exclusive access to customers and suppliers. I think Tesla is really good at this. Their infrastructure, their supercharging infrastructure, and Tesla built a vast network of fast charging stations exclusively for Tesla owners before they opened for everyone else. It means if you bought a Tesla, you had this exclusive access to the infrastructure that you could charge whenever it was convenient for you. Let's say you were driving from Oslo to Trondheim, you could, whenever you felt need for charge, you just charge your car and then drove away with convenience. This is a resource that they have cornered. Competitors like Nissan and Skoda would either have to build their own structure, which costs millions of dollars and hard to catch up, or strike a deal with the Tesla to get access to it, which means that Tesla has cornered a resource. From a design angle, I haven't come up with how this connects, but one way you can do it is to highlight it in your design. Show it that you have exclusive access to some resources that others don't have. And help to communicate, and designers can help to communicate the exclusivity in the product. Now, the last power is called process power. And process power is having an internally superior process or a culture that is hard to replicate. And for this process power, I think this is the best example I ever could think of. It's IKEA. IKEA their value chain, as you can see on the left side, is their true process power. Have you ever seen on IKEA.com or advertised that they have reduced the selling cost for a product? No? There are some, yeah, okay. But when they do this, it's not because they're being friendly, it's because they have costs, they have reduced the cost in their process in the value chain. And it's very, very difficult for other companies to replicate it. There is a company called The Store in US who tried to replicate IKEA's value chain. After a few years, they get bankrupt. Even though they copied the steps and tools that IKEA had, they still failed. And it's because the IKEA has true process power that is deeply ingrained in their culture. They are doing countless improvisation, optimization, and trying to reduce cost whenever it's possible. From a design perspective, we have also process power. we have our design process. We have our user testing process that we use to make our product better than sorry. Yeah, we have our user design process and user testing process might consistently produce better user insights and iterate faster than competitors. That becomes an internally competitive advantage. Your product UX stays ahead because your team's process is designing its superior. One more point, process power is hard to build. It takes time to build over time. And it's a huge asset when it becomes valuable. Well, here we have the 7 powers. The 7 powers is not used in isolation. They are often used in multiple, leverage in companies often leverage those powers simultaneously and together. Here are some key takeaways I would like you to take with you. Design for strategic advantage. Collaborate with strategy. Be curious what the company's strategy is and how you can help them. Every power involves design, as I showed, and user delight and competitive advantage give you the muscle. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, to being here. Hope you have a nice evening. And if you have any question, I will be around here in the area, and we can have talks. Any questions? No. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening. Thank you.